Today, I'm starting something that I'm really excited about. It's a large-scale graphite portrait of a watch from a brand I have admired for quite a while. Now, if you're into watches like I am, you'll probably be drawn into a good story. And this one is hugely steeped in history. It actually goes way back to the British Army in World War II. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not claiming to be an historian, but whenever I take on a project like this, I love to do a little bit of digging into the background of a piece or a brand. It gives my artwork more of a meaning and it helps connect with what it is that I'm drawing. So here's what I found. This watch, the Vertex M100, is a modern reissue of the original Calibre 59. Back in the war, the British Army needed tough, reliable timepieces for soldiers, and they commissioned 12 watchmakers to supply them. Vertex was one of those 12, and these made up what are known as the Dirty Dozen. You can just imagine the stories that these watches must have lived through. Of course, like many traditional brands, Vertex hit hard times when quartz watches took over in the 1960s and 70s. The whole watch industry was shaken and Vertex, unfortunately, closed its doors. But fast forward to 2015 and the founder's great-grandson Don brings Vertex back from the ashes to its former glory. And the first watch he decides to revive is, you guessed it, the Calibre 59. Only now it's the M100, a modern take that still holds true to the original watch. And that's the watch that I'm going to be working on today. I'm not here to review the watch. There are plenty of other people that could do a way better job than I ever could. What I'm here to do is to capture it in graphite and hopefully honour the story that comes with it. It feels especially personal to me because my own grandfather fought in World War II. And while I can't quite explain why, working on this piece makes me think about him, about the whole generation, and I guess the weight of history that these objects carry. On the technical side, I've begun planning the composition. Don has given me free rein to create something special. So I'm thinking it would be fitting to bring in a human element to the composition. So I've asked my eldest brother, Guy, who was very close to my grandfather and is a big inspiration to my artwork, to hold the watch. I want to capture the lines of his skin against the sharp and strong aesthetic of the M100. The creases and fingerprints on his hands acting like lines on a map used by soldiers. As usual, I'm going to be using Arches hot press paper, which is my go-to for large-scale portraits like this. It has a smoothness that lets me build layer upon layer upon layer of graphite without the texture getting in the way. The plan is to slowly build up the tones, especially on the dial, which is completely black. That means lots of patience, lots of layering, and a lot of smoothing to get that tonal depth right. It's going to be a challenge, actually, because the M100 has such a clean and modern look. With designs like that, there's absolutely nowhere to hide. Every tiny, uneven patch of shading becomes more obvious. But that's also what makes this piece really exciting to be working with. So that's where I'm at right now. I'll keep you posted as the portrait develops. Thank you so much for being here at the start of this project, and I'll see you in the next update. Stay safe, guys. Have a good day.